Okay, this week's Iowa's first Black Democratic Party chairman, Ross Wilburn, reported receiving harassing phone calls, including one from someone threatening to lynch him. Now, this was after he wrote an opinion piece in the Des Moines Register criticizing Republicans for their fealty to Donald Trump. But before everyone clutches their pearls, let me just remind you that this is the same state that sent the well-documented racist Steve King to Congress for 9 terms. You guys remember King. He's the guy who staunchly opposed immigration. He advocated for an America that's just so homogenous that we all look the same. He's called Western civilization a superior culture and displayed a Confederate flag on his desk. He even met with leaders of the far-right Freedom Party in Austria, which was founded by former Nazis. And in an interview with the New York Times, King was asked when words like white nationalists and white supremacists became so offensive. Voters finally rested their champion, only to name a new one, a loyal Trump supporter. Yet, for far too long, Iowa has determined what the presidential landscape will look like, since it has historically been the first state in the country to vote in the presidential primary, followed by New Hampshire. Yes, Iowa and New Hampshire, 2 states whose populations are over 90% white. Now, that hardly reflects the American body politic of today, and it certainly does little to prepare for the rapidly changing demographics of America. Now, look, this is no diss to the folks of Iowa or New Hampshire, but fried butter sticks or mayonnaise face carvings should not determine who should be the next leader of the free world. The truth is, we're just talking about a few thousand primary votes in these 2 states. And again, no shade. After all, Iowa is the state that voted overwhelmingly for President Barack Obama during the 2008 primary. But remember, Obama lost New Hampshire. It was actually South Carolina that saved him. But I digress. Then there is Deidre DeGear. In 2018, she became the first Black person to win a statewide primary in Iowa. She's now considering a run for governor, so we'll definitely be watching that. But still, come on, you guys. It's time to dethrone the Hawkeye state. Nevada and South Carolina have a sizable share of people of color voting in the primary. Yet, as it stands now, these states vote 3rd and 4th. And candidates have to pass through a mostly white pasture to even be competitive. But now, Democratic Party leaders are finally considering overhauling the 2024 presidential primary calendar and are exploring moving these 2 states, these diverse states, up on the schedule and maybe even on the same day. Now, no decisions have been made yet, but personally, I'd much rather see the media trot out to a fish fry in South Carolina or sip some mezcal at a cantina in Nevada and talk to the folks there as just your average everyday voters. Because as the rising majority continues to gain and exercise our civic engagement, despite being overlooked, discounted, and disregarded, and despite the rampant voter suppression that specifically targets us, and despite cowardice phone calls threatening lynchings, this is the new landscape. Our collective power cannot and will not be stopped. And just like people who harass party chairs with violent calls, states that are used to being first in presidential primaries will just have to adjust.